Alright boys, one more video with the Deus too. Now it's got the 11-inch coil on it. All the videos I've done today has had the 11-inch coil. I've traded out that clad diamond for a Mercury silver diamond. There's some foul up there. You sort of see what we've got there. We're sweeping a pretty good little distance over that dime. 24 max frequency in all these programs: general, sensitive FT, and fast. Speed 1, notch of 79 in all. Here's the fast program. You hear that? You don't hear anything really. Alright, sensitive FT. There's one silencer in every one of these programs. Sensitive FT, you hear that? General program. Now it likes to give a 97.99 in the window. You hear that? Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in here to notch in this general program. We're going to start letting it up. It's at 79 and you hear the machine. Okay, there's 82. Alright, there's 85. There's 87. We'll stop right there. Okay, so I'm getting a signal there with 87 for a notch. You see that in the window there? Now we're going to slip over to the old sensitive FT. Notch. Now, you hear what you hear at 79. A little bark occasionally coming from the left. Let's let the notch down on it. There's 75. 70. Now that is speed 1. 60. So we still don't have any two-way signal. 50. Here's 50. How about that? We don't even get hardly anything there with a 50 notch. Now we're going to go to fast program. Notch is at 79. I'll let you hear this machine. Speed 1. You hear that? Pitch tones, max pitch selected. There's a 65 notch. One-way signal. One-way signal. 60 notch. So we're not really getting two-way signal on that, even with a 60 notch. All right. General program. I'm at an 87 notch. You hear that? How high can we run this notch and hear that dime? There's 90. So the machine's reporting 99. Now, there's the conductivity of that target down there. You would think that it's driving this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the camera off. And I'm going to put a zinc penny down there. Okay? And we're just going to look at the general program to see what it's doing here with the notch and the ID. Alright, camera back on. I've traded out that silver for a nice shiny zinc. Okay, now it's more or less in the same position as the diamond. It is a bigger coin, lower conductor. General program still at notch 79. So I see a 88, 89 as I come off the left side for ID. You hear that? Good two-way signal, 79 notched. I'm going to let the notch up on it a little. There's 87. Now notice, that's not a silver coin down there, huh? But it's giving tone coming over the notch. So using this, you may actually find some mass lower conductors where it's mismatched. You see what I'm saying? With that fall up there and a higher conductor. Meaning the notch system on this general program in this situation right here is, it's not exactly, you know, doing what you would think. Now standalone, it probably is. Okay? Sensitive FT. The 79 notch is still in it. Now remember, the zinc is a lower conductor. So we don't hear it. Okay? This is 24 max frequency. Fast program. With a 79 notch. So it's doing a little better there because that coin's bigger, one-way signal. And it's giving an 86 in the window. When it hits it, don't hit it very much. You hear that. 85, 87. Back to the general program. So when I get over there, it's reading 88. I come back to the right, it reads 99, but just make note of that if you're using this machine. If you got over some smaller, lower conductor like fall, you started seeing on sweeps a difference in the ID. See that 88 one way, 99 on the other. But at least it gives two-way signal. Now, in a sea of modern trash where there's just gobs and gobs, could this cause problems running the general program? It could. Because of all the mismatch. You see what I'm saying? You may have some mismatch at different plane levels. You may be getting a lot of high tone coming over the notch, and it's not necessarily reflective of the conductivity level of the target. But remember, you know, you can always look at this by toggling to another mode, okay, or rotating on the target, of course, depending on the situation. See there, we don't even get any signal. Notice that. That's the general program, no signal. But when I come over here, we're getting signal. I'm going to let the notch down on it. There's 79 notch again. I'm going to come back over here. See, now I see it. But I'm getting more of the true idea of the target. That way. This way, I'm getting 90 out there. And I get a higher ID on the right side generally. Not every time. 99 comes in a whole lot. Okay, but this general program in some of these high fall areas, it might help you if you're having especially run higher frequency. Okay, so now while I've got this camera on, let's just toggle over here. Deep high conductor. I won't mess with the disc. I'll change the tones to pitch. Let's notch this thing up right quick. Now this is in 14 kilohertz for max frequency. There's an 85 notch. Speed 1. Okay? So we're still We get an 86 with that sound and hear that tone. One-way signal. Alright. So if you was walking along, depending on how you hit that right there, you would only hear it that way. You don't hear much coming from the left to right. That is speed 1. See that? Now let's let the notch down on it to 79 and see what happens here. So we're getting two-way signals. Sounds a little funny, but Rice Krispie sound over that fall. Alright. That old dive program works good in these situations here too, boys. I hope you enjoyed.